Many cigar brands have popped up within the last year. Many won't make it. Today we're going to go through some top cigar brands or boutique blends that are making their mark in the marketplace on this edition of Blowing the Budget. I'll meet you in the dungeon. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your boy Q Morgan in the building. This is Blowing the Budget. Here we highlight those budget-friendly cigars, as well as introduce our new smoker friends to this cigar lifestyle. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the like button. Automatically enter yourself into the monthly swag bag drawing. I pick out a couple of sticks, I print up a couple of shirts, I send them directly to your house. I pull one out the black boutique box. Today we blowing on Blue Mountain Cigars Threesome. It's a unique wrapper with 3 different leaves covering the binder and filler. But it's not a barber pole, so but let's get into this one, see what it blow like. This is Blowing the Budget. Let's get into it. I want to welcome all my smoker friends to Blowing the Budget. Here we highlight those budget-friendly cigars as well as those premium sticks that appears on everybody's wish list. Today we're blowing Blue Mountain Cigars Threesome. Smooth, real nice. Off the intro, I'm getting a little bit of sweetness. It's pretty mild in flavor. It's, like I said, it's 3 different wrappers on this thing. I'm looking at a Connecticut. I'm looking at what looks like to be a Habano. And by the label up here, looks like to be some type of Maduro. So, don't know what this entails, but we finna get through this whole stick with you. Sit tight. This is Blowing the Budget. Right off the bat, I'm picking up a nice, smooth cedar tone, and there's a little bit of white pepper on the Retrohale. Look at the return on that draw, baby. That's a good one. This is definitely a smooth smoke as we started getting into this first third. We just getting introduced to this one. This is the Blue Mountain Cigar Threesome. And I'm impressed. It's not barber pole style, if you're familiar with that type of cigar where you have 3 different wrappers combined to accentuate, the flavor profile in whatever you're smoking. But this is pretty much straightforward. Right now we're in Connecticut land, or the first third. The second or half would get into a Habano, and then the final third or the head would actually be Maduro. So this is definitely a unique blend. I'm picking up some kind of coffee tones as I kind of let the cigar linger in my mouth for a little while. This definitely classifies as a medium to strong. Of course, don't let the Connecticut fool you in the first third. There is some punch to the pepper, but it's not so punchy that it definitely makes it an undesirable experience. You definitely can acknowledge the pepper tone on your Retrohale. And then of course you're gonna pick up some cedar notes in that first third. Like I said before, this is a unique wrapper situation where you have 3 different leaves covering your binder and your filler. So of course in the first third we have a Connecticut wrapper. Again, don't let that Connecticut wrapper fool you. There is some body and full flavor within the first third. So of course, you're getting the cedar nose on the first third, getting a little coffee sensation as I get through this first third, and we are now almost getting into, ready to approach that luscious Ecuadorian Habano leaf that makes up the second third or half. And then you finish out with a Brazilian Mata Fina wrapper at the head. So of course, this is a very unique blend of cigar tobaccos from different regions. And of course, the wrapper definitely makes for a unique presentation. Now, of course, the binder is Nicaraguan and Dominican, as well as your filler being Nicaraguan and Honduran jalapa. Well, if you ask me, boutique factories are where the real cigar magic happens. You might love your big box brands, but sophisticated palates prefer blends with bold tobacco flavors and unique combinations. I will admit, trying new cigars can be hit or miss. There's a level of uncertainty that adding new sticks to your lineup may bring. It's very easy to revert back to those more favorable sticks or that more familiar brand. However, your favorite big box brand probably got its start as a boutique blend or a small batch. Only through popularity and demand do they become big box brands. The best example of this would be the success of Drew Estate and Rocky Patel. These two started out as boutique brands, doing short runs, small batches, and unique blends. And they have now anchored themselves in the marketplace as one of the big box brands. All right, y'all, we catching up to the smoke. Our burn is evening out. It's a little bit uneven there, but of course we're catching up. The ash is holding firm. Don't have any qualms about that. The construction is definitely decent. There is some light veining, but you will get that in the different wrappers that make up this Blue Mountain cigar. We are now entering into the Habano portion of this threesome. The Connecticut was kind of smooth. There was some mild sweetness there. You picked up a little bit of cedar and white pepper on your retrohale. And as we get into the Habano, I'm picking up a little bit of hay, and that may be a transition from that cedar to some more earthy tone. There is a light leather that I'm sensing on my retrohale. And the cedar is relaxing as we come through the second third, or the Habano portion of this Blue Mountain cigar. I must say, I'm thoroughly enjoying this first third, getting into the second part of our session. The Habano is definitely getting a little bit bolder in flavor. However, it is still a smooth smoke through and through. Of course, it's not harsh on the retrohale. I say this all the time to my new smoker friends. A retrohale allows you to experience all of the flavor profiles that you can personally identify in whatever you're smoking. You're gonna puff the stick, we don't inhale. You hold some smoke in your mouth so that you can get the sensation on your tongue and your cheeks. That helps you develop some sense of flavor. When you release the smoke from your mouth, you're going to hold the last portion so that can then be released through your nose. Here's a demonstration. And there, in the Habano portion, I'm picking up a really punchy pepper, and that hay flavor is relaxing. You'll get some cedar notes on the Retrohale, but of course, the dominant flavor on your Retrohale is the pepper. Again, it's not punchy, however, it is a noticeable flavor. With so many cigars popping up in the marketplace, it makes it kind of difficult to understand which cigars are good cigars and which cigars are not so good. Many boutique blenders come from big box stock, meaning they worked at a larger firm or tobacco house before they branched out on their own. I'm going to break down a few manufacturers' boutique style that I actually have been adding to my box slowly but surely. This BMC is definitely one to add to your box if you like the medium to full flavor, but not so full that it's bust your ass. This is definitely a medium to full flavor smoke, but it's not punchy, it's not harsh, it's just a very relaxing boutique blend. One of the favorite boutiques that I've been adding slowly but surely to my box is Ezra Zion Cigar Company. Established in 2012, they've solidified themselves as a must-have boutique blend. Since its introduction to the market, they've been awarded #1 cigar of the year multiple times by Half Wheel. Some of their more notable newer blends would be the chocolate cake or the ice cream sandwich. Look at that return on the draw. That's just beautiful. A nice, consistent burn. However, we're getting a little more uneven and there appears to be a crack in my Habano as we reach the halfway point of this Blue Mountain cigar. Next on my list is Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. This is the brainchild of cigar master blender Steve Saka, former Drew Estate CEO and the creator of the Liga Privada series at Drew Estate. He's branched off to decide back in 2015 that he wanted to blend his own quality boutique cigars and branched out, and we now have Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. Alright y'all, we're getting deep into the halfway point and this Habano is definitely holding firm. Had to do a little touch up because the burn didn't even out, it didn't balance. And of course, it's now time. Always better to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. So we smoke it naked. Number 3 on my list of boutique blends to add to your box is Crown Heads. Founded in 2011 by John Huber and Mike Conder, they both left CAO and quickly gained acclaim with a few 90+ ratings and a few top 25 Cigar of the Year ratings. Then you have the sleeper, Illusion Cigars. This brand has been hot since they came out the gate in 2006 with all of the flavor profiles that they have in their arsenal. They will soon be a contender in the big box market. Well, y'all, I have lost the ash and we are deep into the halfway point, getting through that Habano and approaching our Maduro wrap. This is the Blue Mountain Cigars Threesome. We started out with a Connecticut wrapper, and now we are smoking on a Habano wrapper. And the last third is a beautiful, look at the sheen on that Maduro. This is definitely a unique, smooth smoke with complex flavor transitions. We had a light, mild cedar, a white pepper on the first third, which was the Connecticut wrapper. And now that we've gotten into the Habano wrapper, I'm picking up a little bit stronger wood tones. The pepper is a little more punchy. However, it's not bust your ass just yet. We are experiencing some light coffee bean notes in this Maduro, or the halfway portion. And as we get into the last third, let's see what happens. Look, I'm no professional by any means. However, I enjoy the opportunity to share with my good smoker friends the sticks that I enjoy, as well as those that I don't. As far as Blue Mountain Cigars, this is definitely one to add to the box. This is a unique blend. Came in a 6x52 or a Toro, so it's definitely a smooth, lingering smoke. This is enjoyable with your favorite cognac, or maybe your favorite coffee. Now my number 5 pick is Roma Craft. Mike Rosales and Skip Martin are the founders. They established their brand in about 2012. They combine 15 years of cigar manufacturing experience or cigar shop owning experience and come up with a simple philosophy, combining quality tobaccos with experienced craftsmanship and the right amount of time to produce great cigars. Never compromising in these areas, and you'll be able to consistently produce great cigars. With that philosophy, Roma Craft has basically anchored themselves in the marketplace. My number 6 pick for boutique blends to add to your box is from Foundation Cigar Company. This was founded by Nicolas Murillo in 2015. His dedication to quality, consistency, and balance has garnered 25 accolades from both Cigar Aficionado and Half Wheel. Nick was Executive Vice President of International Operations at Drew Estate. So of course, they always come from some bigger brand and branch off once they learn the business or at least understand how to blend cigars. There's a lot of boutiques popping up. Some honorable mentions are my homeboys over at Divine Leaf, blowing really nice blends. Big Joe at Angry Teddy, definitely a good smoke, one to add to the box. And of course, Noel Rojas with his Rojas Blue Bonnets are definitely becoming a popular Texan favorite. I got some of those in my box. And I'm now getting introduced to Traficante. If you're not familiar with Traficante Cigars, they are the manufacturers of the Nipsey Hussle. They have a Tupac cigar and a Biggie cigar. Of course, they have other blends, but those are the more popular ones that I'm interested in. And if you have some boutique blends that didn't make the list, definitely leave some comments below. I'd love to talk some shit about it, find out about what boutique blends are going in your box. I left a description of most of the cigar brands that are discussed in this video down in the description below. If you've done the Blue Mountain Threesome, definitely leave me a comment. I'd love to talk some shit about it. I'm enjoying this stick. Maybe you may have a different experience. Alright, y'all, we are approaching the home stretch, getting done with the session. Not quite there yet, but we are still approaching nonetheless. This is the Blue Mountain Cigars Threesome. As we get into this last third, the Maduro is definitely punchy. It's getting a little hot on the draw. I'm experiencing a little spicy, full spicy ramping on the Retrohale, but again, it's not pungent. And now that we've gotten into the Maduro, it is at its strongest. But again, it's not bust your ass. This is definitely a smooth smoke with a spicy tone throughout. There's a subtle sweetness that you can distinguish throughout the stick. And of course, the pepper is definitely a pronounced, predominant flavor in this particular profile. For those that like the medium to strong, definitely BMC, Blue Mountain Cigars, added to your box. And again, if you've done any of the other boutique blends that we've discussed in this video, definitely, please, leave some comments below. Let's talk some shit about it. That'll automatically enter you into the monthly swag bag drawing as well. I print out a couple of sticks every month. I print out a couple of shirts every month. And every month I pick a winner from the subscribers, the people that like my videos, and the people that also comment. So of course, if you want to enter yourself into the monthly swag bag drawing, please leave a comment below. We'll see if we can get some sticks and some shirts out to you. This is the stick that just keeps on giving. We started out with some mild sweetness and cedar, a little white pepper at the beginning. Get into the Habano and we got a little bit of hay flavor. Leather is the pronounced profile that you pick up at the halfway point. It peek-a-boos, pops in. Hey, there's leather. There's a little wood note. And then when we get to the final third, or our Maduro, we got a coffee and a sweet chocolate. And I'm now experiencing a little bit of a head rush as I get into this last third. Well, y'all, it looks like I've lost the second hash, and we are approaching the end of our session. I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Blowing the Budget. Whatever you're doing in this cigar lifestyle, make sure you keep it smoky. Let's not take this shit too serious. It's your boy Q Morgan in the building. Peace out.